I've had this conversation with so many teenagers who are just like, well, I don't think Jesus would ever have condemned, whatever. And you're like, okay, that's irrelevant to the conversation. What you think Jesus would have done doesn't tell me a thing about what Jesus would have done, right? I mean, that's just an assertion about how you feel. Congrats. That's not actually an argument based on any source. Like, how do you know what Jesus would have done? Based on what? This is the same sort of assertion. Lording laws make it harder to identify trafficking victims. How? Make an argument. That's an assertion. Trafficking victims are often afraid to come forward in fear of being arrested. This is an assertion, not an argument. You're asserting that human trafficking victims are afraid to come forward. I don't know if there's any evidence for that whatsoever. They didn't point to any evidence for it. It's an assumption that people are afraid of this. But I think that the reasoning is, well, trafficking victims are often propped up for solicitation, and so they think they're actually going to be penalized for what they're doing, and they don't know they're being trafficked, and all that stuff may be true too. That's my best spin on that assertion, but it's an assertion, not an argument.